Welcome to Shape by Faith, a special series led by health and fitness expert Theresa Rowe. Get ready for an entertaining and spirit-led adventure while learning ways you can become fit in your body, mind, and spirit. Now here's Theresa.
Hi, I'm Theresa Rowe, and welcome to Shape by Faith, where we shape our bodies and hearts for God's purposes. I hope you enjoy this full body workout, along with scriptures on our self-worth. You will only need a light or medium set of weights, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the knee slam. If you don't want to use a weight, you don't have to. Let's just start basically lifting those knees one at a time. And then you can keep it lower, where you can bring those arms down, or you can bring them way up over the head. But just do whatever's best for you, right? And do it with great posture and alignment. For you formed my inward parts, and you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, God, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God made you unique and special, and He made you in such a way that the assignment that He has placed in you, only you can do it the way that you can bring it. So don't get down on yourself, all right? We all need improvement in some areas, but just move in the calling that God has placed on your life, all right? Don't compare yourself to other people. You are unique and special. One-of-a-kind design, right? Designed by our Creator. Now on this one, this is our warm-up. You should notice everything is warming up and your blood has great circulation and you're breathing, inhaling and exhaling. A few more of these. Very nice. Go ahead and grab another weight. We're going to practice the squat, and so you could have a narrow squat or a wider squat. Let's just practice the squat first. So lower down, hold, and then come right back up. Let's do that again. You can go deeper if you want, and you can go more modified. We're gonna add some arms with a little punch front. Just punch it out there and give yourself an exhale as you do that. God is so faithful. He is so faithful. His word says, when it comes to temptation, He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, because we will be tempted, He will also provide the way of escape, that we may be able to endure it, okay? So, when you're tempted, you're going to have to get that mind set on Christ real quick and say, Lord, I need to know the way out of here quickly in the name of Jesus. And He'll guide you, and He'll direct you, and He'll get you out of there, wherever you're at. All right, so guard your mind with the word of the Lord, and guard your heart with the word of the Lord, right? Keep feeding yourself good spiritual nutrition. All right, keep going. So again, we're just kind of punching the weight out in front of us and then lowering down into our squat. One more each arm. Last one. We're going to go down to the floor. So go ahead and make your way down to the floor. We're going into a plank. So you can either go into a high plank or the forearm plank. We're going to use a weight in this exercise. So step back, modification, let me show you that on the knees. You're just gonna take the weight and move it. You don't have to move it fast. We've got some time here. Just move it back and forth with the core engaged, all right? And the hips stay down. Progression, go ahead, fully extend the legs back there and move that weight. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Yes, plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a great future. Isn't that good news? That's Jeremiah 29:11. Memorize that one. It's a good one to memorize. Place that one in your heart and pray that over yourself. Declare that over yourself. And if you have children, declare it over your children and your family members. We're almost there. How you doing with the plank? You can choose to slide the weight back and forth or not, okay? You can just hold if you want that plank. Again, the hips are down, your navel's to the spine. This may look easy, but if you're doing it with me, you know that it's not. Just a few more of these. And then we'll be finished with this exercise. All right, one more. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and make our way back up to standing. All right, the next one, we're gonna go into a lateral lunge, okay? So no weights here. Go into a lateral lunge, and then you can either come back here, or you can go elbow, knee, lateral. Or you can tap it, okay? Just like this. So let's just start off with the lateral lunge, and then we'll add that arm movement, okay? As God's chosen people, He says we're holy and we're dearly loved. He says, clothe yourself with compassion and kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. That's for all of us, not just for some of us. So clothe yourselves, especially with humility and kindness and patience. And we're gonna add the arm, okay? So elbow, knee, and elbow, knee. Now, the opposite arm can go out if you want it to. Inhale, lower, exhale as you come up. Or it can stay down here on your hips or on your waist. Breathe, your heart rate should be going up. And sit back in your hips and sit back in your glutes. And how's that feel in the legs and in your core? How's your balance in this one? All right, we're almost there. Then we'll go to the other side. All right, one more of these. Very nice. I'm gonna scoot down here just a little bit. We're gonna go to the opposite leg, lateral lunge, and then bring it back in. Just to show you the modification here. And you can do this the whole time, okay? Or you can add a knee, or you can add elbow knee. So let's just stay here just for a few of these, and then I'll add the arm. But God shows us His love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for each and every one of us. Not just a few, but for everyone. That's how much God loves you and me. All right, keep this one going. Do you feel that heart rate? Even though it looks like we're moving slower, we're really not. That heart rate's going up. Shoulders stay down. You should feel the stretch through your thighs, your outer and inner thighs. Now let's add the arm, okay? Elbow, knee. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing, extending that stretch. You go where you need to go with this, all right? So ask Lord to help us to be kind and nice and generous and humble. Oh, I can feel this through the legs and through the core and through that upper body. Both arms also can go out. And breathe and move Have freedom in the Spirit of the Lord to be who God has called you to be. 2 more of these. 1 more. Nice. This next one is a plank walkout with a bear crawl. Isn't that exciting? So what we're gonna do is bring those arms up, lower down, walk out into a plank, bear crawl in, and bring the legs back, and then walk all the way out, arms up. Let's do it again. Come near to God, bring the legs in, and He will come so close and near to you. And up, and again. Exhale, walk out, bring the legs in and back, and then walk back and reach up. Good job. A few more of these. Plank, bear crawl in, and legs back, walk back, and up. Nice job. Okay, the next one, go ahead and grab your weights. Think about biceps. What we're gonna do is a reverse lunge. The opposite arm is gonna do a hammer curl. So we're gonna step back, reverse lunge it. Very nice. Okay, working on the biceps and the legs. You, of course, can go deeper in that lunge, okay? You know you can, so take your time with this, okay? And breathe. Coming off that plank, bear crawl. You notice your heart rate is up just a little. You know, God opposes the proud, but He shows favor to the humble. So ask Him to help you to stay humble, and He definitely will do that. All right, we've got more in this one. These exercises are a little longer in this show today. Almost 2 minutes for every single exercise. You're doing fantastic. Just keep them coming. And if you need to take a break, just take a break. Breathe. Toes and knees are straight ahead. The core is engaged. Where's the mind set? Where's it set on? On Christ. Our thoughts on Christ. Our hearts on Christ. We're thanking God that He's strengthening us right now. Our legs and our arms and the core. Let's do 4 more of these. We've done a lot of repetitions, but you're doing so good. All right, 1 more. All right, opposite leg and opposite arm. Step back, reverse lunge, and hammer curl. You know, so many times people look at the outside appearance of a person. I think we all do that from time to time. But you know, the Lord looks at the heart. He looks at what's inside of us. He doesn't look at that outward appearance. He knows us by our heart. So allow Him to check it and show you and strengthen you, right? And teach you and mature and mold you. None of that is fun at the time, right? When God is pruning you and cutting things back and showing you your heart. But you know what? It's all worth it, because that's how we mature and grow in the Spirit of the Lord. All right, you're doing fantastic. 1 more of these. Nice job. Coming up next, more exercises on Shaped by Faith. Go ahead and pick up 1 weight. We're going to bring the legs out going into a plie. Just hold the weight in front of you and lower down, and then come straight back up. You can go as low as you want. You can also modify this. We're working the thighs, inner and outer thighs. Just keep it going. You know, the word says, those who look to the Lord, their faces are radiant, and they are never covered with shame. So we should not live in shame at all. Look to the Lord, look to His strength and His wisdom and His direction, right? And let the Lord be the light of your life. Let's keep those shoulders down, the core engaged. Again, just lower down with your inhale and exhale, come back up. Now we're just gonna do some pulses. Let's just pulse down, stay back in the heels, and look to the Lord for His strength, right? And come back up and then back down. The Lord thinks a lot about you. He's got some great plans for you. And He needs you to look at Him and to ask Him about those great plans. He's got the master blueprint of your life. Now let's do some single ones, just lower and lift. Feeling these inner thighs, let's stay down and pulse again. Again, staying back in the heels and breathing, having great alignment and posture. You should feel this all throughout the legs, but it's good for the inner thighs. A few more of these. And 2 more, and then lift up. Nice job. Now we need 2 weights. We are going into a squat swing. So I want you to use these weights and actually swing them sort of like you would do a kettlebell. So you can do a narrow squat or a wider squat. Let's just practice a squat first. Get comfortable in the squat. Sit back into the squat, back into those hips and glutes. Now let's start to swing the weights front, and then you can swing them back behind you. You know, honestly assess your worth by using your God-given faith as a standard of measurement. And then you will see your true value with an appropriate self-esteem. God values you. He loves you so much that He sacrificed His only Son for you. I mean, that's a big deal. That's how much the Father loves you. All right, continue squatting, swinging those weights front, palms facing in, and belly pulled in. I mean, think about all the good gifts God has given you. Think about what He's done for you just this week. Think about where He's brought you from. Think about the times you've been in the pit and how He brought you out of the pit of despair, right? And He set you on His holy ground. Just think about all those times. God is with you, and He wants His best for you. All right, how are you doing in this one? With your legs and your arms and your breathing. One more. Nice. Okay, we're going down to the floor and work on the core. So make your way down, and I'm gonna angle this one. I'm gonna go all the way down, bring the arms over the head, come up, hug the knee in towards you, and then lower down. Your arms can go straight up, just like that, or they can go way over the head. Pull in that knee, hold for a second, hesitate right there at the top, and then lower down. We are God's masterpiece. He created us anew so that we can do all those good things that He planned for us a long time ago before we were ever born. God has a plan for you, and He has a plan for me. So let's carry it through, all right? Let's carry it through with excellence and humility and dignity and kindness. All right, exhaling as you come up, just hesitate right there. Lower back down, pull in. Now you can definitely modify this one. You can bring the knee in, all right, so you don't have to come all the way up. But if you can, go ahead and do that. Flex your feet and press through your heels so you feel that connection also with your legs. Reach and extend and hold right there. Let's keep going, we're almost there. You're doing fantastic, by the way. You are taking care of your body so that you can do what God has created you to do. You need a lot of strength and energy to do that. Last one. Good job. Let's go back to standing. This next one I like. It helps stretch the hamstring muscles and the legs. So go ahead and pick up your weights. We're going into a classic deadlift. So feet are kind of close together and the knees are soft. So bring your palms towards you. So what we're gonna do is lower down and then lift back up. Let's do that again. Lower down and lift back up. Now I'm gonna go into a diagonal front lunge where you go ahead, step out, bring that leg back, opposite leg, and bring it back. Go back to your deadlift. You know, God created human beings in His own image. And in the image of God, He created them male and female. Diagonal lunge, step back. So our identity, go back to the deadlift, is in God, right? He created us. We're either male or we're female, right? Go back to that diagonal lunge and breathe. And deadlift. Inhale, lower down. Go slow on this one. And exhale up. Let's do that again. Lower down, navel to the spine. And then back up. Go into that diagonal lunge. Just go ahead, step out there. And then step out there. And then we go back to deadlift. Oh, these feel so good to the hamstring muscles and the hips and the glutes. And diagonal lunge. Lunge out there. Nice job, working on balance, and deadlift again. God created you special, unique. You be you, okay? And ask God to help you be you. We're gonna work on the triceps, so we're gonna add a squat to this, but triceps, simply kick those arms back, and then bring the weights back to your hips instead of swinging them front, okay? So what we're gonna do is a squat, tricep, and then if you want to come up on the balls of the feet, you can. But you can just keep the heels down as well. So squat, you can also squat and tricep kick, all right? Anyone who belongs to Jesus Christ, anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. That means the old life is gone and a new life has begun. I mean, I remember before I was a Christian and some things I said or did and that were not Christ-like. And once I became a Christian and read the word of the Lord, I found out that that probably was not appropriate behavior. I mean, someone didn't have to tell me that. The word of the Lord let me know that in a very kind and loving and gentle way. So read the word, know what it says, and God gives you knowledge. He gives you wisdom in all circumstances, right? Squat and tricep, keep moving, staying back in the hips. Again, these exercises are going a little longer than we normally do, so that's why we're going a little slower. You're doing fantastic. Inhaling, good. So God is with us through it, right? We're gonna keep saying that we are a child of the Most High God. One more of these. Very nice. Now we're going down to the floor again. And what we're gonna do is a plank, which you can modify, okay? You can definitely go down to the forearms, just like this, and you could work with the weight. I'm gonna take a weight and just row it, just like that. You can also Come all the way up to the knee and row. Keep the shoulders open. And another way you could work this one, if you wanted to incorporate the leg, just flex that foot and lift and lower through the leg. All right? Or you can hold the leg up there. It really depends on you and what's best for you today in your body. I know that you should move in a way that's safe and healthy and that will build muscle and endurance, but just be careful. If you have an injury, you can still move the body, but do a lot of modifications, okay? Another way to bring this one, it's a full side plank. Bring that elbow up. You know, the Lord says, fear not. He tells us, fear not, for I'm with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God, and I will strengthen you. The Lord's going to strengthen you, and I will help you. The Lord's going to help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That is so good. That's a promise we need to memorize, okay? How are you doing in your plank and your single row? Again, you can bring the knee down. You can work with the leg. You can bring the leg up and down. You can go down to your forearms. 2 more times. 1 more time. Good job. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Again, you can go down to the forearms. You can stay up here for more of a high row. All right. And bring that elbow straight back there. You know, God called each one of us out of the darkness into his wonderful light. And he said, follow me. Will you follow me? You know, God doesn't beg us or plead with us. He simply says, follow me. Are you going to come in this direction? I'm going to add a little leg for this one. Do you remember when you first started following Jesus and what that walk was like? And maybe it was recently, or maybe it was a few years ago, or maybe it was many years ago. And can you think of all the things God has done for you and how he has matured you to where you are right now? Are you still growing and learning in the ways of the Lord? Are you still allowing him to examine your heart and your mind and your life? Let him in. Whether you were saved years and years ago or, you know, a few months ago or just today, ask the Lord into your heart to examine you. I'm going to go ahead and progress this. That single row. Keep it moving. Exhaling and inhaling. Keep your shoulders open and your navel to the spine. We're going to finish this one strong, right? In the Lord. 1 more of these. Nice. All right, you can put that weight down. How'd you do with that? I want to thank you so much for allowing me in your home today, and I hope you're motivated to continue preparing yourself to be the very best that you can be. As we continue exercising, because we will, and praising God together, he will bless our bodies and our hearts for his purposes. It's God who made us, and he breathed his spirit in us so that we can encourage others to live for him. Until next time, friends, may the Lord bless you and keep you safe, healthy, and strong in your spirit, mind, and body.
Tune in next time as we continue shaping bodies and hearts for God's purposes with Theresa Rowe as we all become shaped by faith.